Hello and welcome and good morning to a day in the life. Ta-da! Okay, I just woke up. It is time to feed these little cats who you can't see, but one is right here. The other ones already took off because they know what time it is. Let's go!
Oh.
Andrew just brought over my coffee.
My hair's a mess. I need a haircut.
Heavy whipping cream in a little microwavable container. You could also just heat it up on the stove, but I'm not waiting around for that. I put it in for 30 seconds. Then in my cup, I've already got honey, salt. That's right, salt. Next, cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice works nicely. A little bit of clove is also nice. A little bit of cardamom. You know, it depends what you're feeling. It is it is the season of the year for the seasoning. The season for the season. And for the spices. And this is a little whiskey.
She wants to go outside.
She's always begging to go. Okay, now, while the milk is warm, you have to put it in our frother. This is my little frother. Next step is adding the coffee into the cup.
How full?
Pretty full. I would say like maybe a pinky fingernail left. Beautiful. And the reason why I like to put this in while I'm pouring the coffee is it helps the milk stay warm with a lid. And if you keep it in the other container, it gets like that weird milk film on top, and that just grosses me out. So froth this up. Before we pour that in there, we also need to stir around the honey and whatever's in the bottom of this. And I have these really long, fun spoons that my mother-in-law, aka Andrew's mother, gave us for Christmas last year. The cats are fighting. You guys, we got the froth going. Whoa! Good thing this dress is dirty after today. Now we've got the milk frothed and warm and delicious. Now maybe we can get Andrew to do a little camera work. So now we've got the frothed milk in here, as you can see. My friend Emma taught me how to pour latte art. So this is gonna be loud, but I'll mute it for you guys. You have to bang this on the counter to get all the bubbles out. See, bubbles are gone. Now it's just the foam, the beautiful thick foam. And what you do is you start it tall and you swirl it around, and that's how it mixes. And then the rest is what you do with the art. So first, fast pour, swirl it around. And then when we're getting to here is when we're gonna start doing the art. So there. I'm kind of running out of room here, but let's give it a go. Ta-da! How cute is that? That's Andrew's coffee and my coffee. And there's a little bit left in here that I'll usually give to the cats because they like their warm milk treats. I know cats are lactose intolerant, but ever since my cats were kittens, I just give them a little bit of milk and it's never been an issue for them. Obviously, deal with your own cat the way that your cat reacts to things. Every cat's different. But they always get cheese, they always get whipped cream, they always get a little milk, they always get a little vanilla ice cream. Okay, progression in the day. I just remembered that I have a meeting at 1:30. I don't know if it's a regular phone call or I don't know if it's a Zoom meeting. That's the issue with these meetings, I feel like, is I never know if we're just talking on the phone or if I should be video ready. So we're gonna get video ready, which is something I needed to do anyways, but it's just kind of shifting like my day plan a little bit. What I was originally planning on doing was getting ready and then going and picking up the things that we have to pick up today to do the things that we have to do. But, however, I also did a bunch of laundry while I was talking to my friend on the phone. But now we need to get ready and maybe I'll make food so that I have a full stomach and then we'll do the call and then we'll go. This is the timeline. I know that I like to know what's coming ahead so you can get ready for the day too and you can come along. I'm at that last day where it's like I kind of need to wash my hair, but I don't want to do it until later tonight. We're gonna try to just make this last day hairstyle work. It actually doesn't look too bad. Put it in some pigtails so it's like out of my way and off my shoulders for everything that needs to be done. Okay, when we go out and run the errands, I look absolutely bonkers right now. Whatever. When I go and run the errands, we have some things to pick up. Number one, I need to get groceries, which isn't fun and isn't really like a part of our day today so much, but it is a part of our day because it's part of my day. What I need to do is I need to go to the fabric store and I need to get some swatches of fabric. I also need to go check at like a hardware store and see how much they would charge for like some gigantic cardboard for a backdrop for this music video that the knee highs are going to be doing. So we're doing a bunch of errand running today as soon as this meeting is done. And then we have to come back and we have to do like what this video is actually, which is something fun. Okay, I feel like I haven't shown my skincare in forever. I haven't done like a proper day in the life video in forever too. My skincare has gotten really, let me sit down. I have a seat in my bathroom because I don't like standing up and getting ready. But I'm kind of just like trying to be as minimal like product wise as possible. I remember there was like this time that we were all obsessed with The Ordinary. It fucked up my skin. I felt like I was going through like a second puberty of sorts because I never have really struggled too much with acne or skin issues besides like really dry skin. That's like something that I've struggled with my whole life, is I like am super dry and I used to get like really dry patches on my face and stuff. But this was totally different. I was like super oily. I was really breaking out. I had like these little bumps that wouldn't go away and were really painful. I was reading something about like The Ordinary and how it was like fucking up people's skin barriers, and I think that ultimately that is what happened to me. And so it's been like a couple years of just trying to get it back under control and back to its like normal state where it's like, yeah, I will get a zit once in a while. I will have a pimple. You know, especially around my period, but nothing like it was before. So what I've been essentially just using is, and I know that this is kind of like, I guess, controversial. Like some people are super against it, some people are super for it. What I'm gonna say to that is like, nothing is one size fits all. Nothing is going to be right for every single person or work for every single person. That's just with every single thing in the world, and that's what makes the world such a cool and interesting place. But it is tallow and beef tallow, and it's what my family does. Like my mom and my dad get grass finished beef tallow from a local butcher in the area, super small, locally based butcher, and all of the beef is grass fed, grass finished, so they have like a good life and everything. And then my family renders the tallow and makes it into skincare that you can use. So I have just been strictly using the tallow, except for when I run out of it and then I have to use something. So I just use what I used to use before I was even on YouTube, Pond's lotion. So I still have a bunch of that just on deck for like, I take this as my body lotion when I go somewhere, so I don't have to take my whole tallow thing because the packaging that they use is kind of heavy and whatever. And then if I lose it, I'm not losing my nice stuff. That's like the reserves if I run out of tallow. But otherwise, I've just been strictly using the tallow. My mom makes like different kinds of blends. Like this is one with, or it was one with blue tansy. I am reusing the jar and I just put like a little bit. I think this is just the natural, so it doesn't have any florals added into it, but it was in a bigger tub for my body, and then I ran out of the blue tansy, so I just put a little bit of the body stuff in here just so it's separate from the bigger container, and I'm not sticking in my fingers and using on the rest of my body on my face stuff, if you know what I'm saying. But I love it. I think it works really well for me personally, especially with like how dry my skin is. This is the only stuff that I feel like gives me moisture to the point that I need. And I like that she has different like floral additives that she can do. Like she adds calendula, and it's all like flowers that she grows and picks and then makes into tinctures herself. So it's all very locally made small batch made, and I like that there's just like not chemicals in it. Like I know exactly what's in it. I'm not gonna be surprised like, oh, there's this chemical in here that kind of like gets your skin addicted to this formula, and once you stop using it, like your skin barrier is gonna be all fucked up. This is my little helper Jinxie while we get our makeup on. She likes to sit on my lap or right behind me while I'm doing my makeup. Okay, also this is my gorgeous makeup case that my friend Emma gave to me. She got me this for my birthday last year. It was so nice because I had been saying that I was looking for one of these, and then lo and behold, that just makes me, whenever you say something just in passing about something and then they get it for you, like you're like, oh, I really like this, or like, oh, you know, you're just like passing by and you're saying something, or you're just like mentioning something that you're looking for, and then somebody gets that for you for a gift. It's like, what? You're listening to me? I love it so much. It's perfect. It holds all of my stuff. It's got like a little mirror inside that is so cute, and then I have this light that I keep in here so I can like do my makeup wherever. Yesterday I was in the studio at the Abley House and I didn't have time to do my makeup before we left, so I just brought my makeup case, set this up, and did my makeup like fully there, perfectly fine. This is also great for shows like backstage getting ready because we don't always have like a mirror or good lighting, so I just come prepared now. But speaking of a mirror and good lighting, that didn't do too much, but for me, honestly, in person, it does. I got this little mirror at a garage sale. I think you guys might have seen the garage sale. I think I did a haul of it like last year, but I got this little mirror, which I love so much to just set up. Otherwise, my actual mirror is just so far away. I like to be close to the mirror when I'm getting ready. And this one also flips around, and then it's got a magnifying, which I never ever use. This is my basically getting ready setup. I open up a drawer, I set my makeup bag on there, I have my iPad, I watch Drag Race. And here comes little Jinxie moving into her lap position. She loves to get ready. I think I'll just do like a quick fast time lapse of me doing my makeup for you. I want to do a full like updated makeup tutorial for you all, but I want to do that in a different video. Okay, we are dressed. I'm wearing some of my favorite pants that I broke out of winter storage recently. I just tried on some of my other favorite pants and surprise, I couldn't get them zipped. So that sucks. I've gained a little booty, so I don't know, but that sucks about some of my favorite pants, but not mad about the gains, if you know what I'm saying. Just bummed about the pants. Okay, now what we have to do is I need to make some food really quick because I'm starving, and then I have this call that I have to be on at 1:30, so that's coming up pretty soon here. I'm just gonna make like a quick egg and toast, and then I have some leftover soup that I was thinking of having on the side because I love soup and I don't want it to go to waste. I made it the other day for the knee highs when we were over here rehearsing and doing some other stuff, but I'm gonna make some breakfast now. I just got off my phone call and it went super well. I think I got the job, so that's really exciting, and they seem really excited to have me on this project. I'm really excited to be working with them. It seems like just a perfect collaboration, so I can't say really more about it now. Just be looking out for a fun collaboration video in the future. We're gonna go on a little trip together, you and me. I'm really excited, but they asked for my media kit, which is like something you have if you kind of are like a self-employed artist, content creator. Basically, it just says like who you are, what you do, usually gives like your analytics of like you're following, who's you're following, where in the world they are, what the age range is. Also gives like your rate that you ask for certain work, you know, that kind of stuff. So I don't have one that's updated. I haven't done one forever because I just kind of have been like unmotivated to do YouTube stuff for a while, and like any content creation kind of too has been just feeling, or had been feeling like blah. So I need to update one. I think I'm gonna try to make that really quick before I go run my errands, just because I want to get this to them ASAP. So then we'll head out. Okay, the day has really gotten away from me. Like, I think it's going on 5 o'clock now, but I basically, after that phone call, which I had forgotten originally that it was going to happen today. Good thing I set reminders on my phone for those kinds of things, because I can't remember them if it's not like a daily thing. I basically was planning out this content now that I'm going to be filming these upcoming weeks and eating licorice. I ended up just taking this time and planning out the content. I had to do research on like this area that I'm going to and figure out like other stuff that I was going to be adding in with the video, and then type up kind of like a general idea of everything that I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to incorporate the brand into it. And then I also had to make my media kit, which I think I told you guys about. Photos and everything. It all takes a lot longer than you would initially think. And I need to go. I have to go right now. I have to go get these things done and do these things, because the rest of my week plans cannot shift over. So let's go get these things done. Okay, Pookie Bears, we're in the car. Let's go. We are at Lowe's and I'm gonna see what they've got for big cardboard for the music video stuff that I need. Only issue is I forget that my car is so little. I don't know if it's gonna be big enough. Perhaps if we can fold it. I don't know. We'll see what they have. And maybe I don't pick it up today. Maybe I see somebody who's got a bigger car. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out when we get there. Okay, amazing. We found huge cardboard that they're just giving to me for free. So that is amazing. And one less expense for the music video that I was thinking that we were going to need. I definitely think I'm gonna have to fold these in my car a little bit, but I think that's okay. You know, there's ways to get it to stand back straight. Plus, it's just a sign that's going to be hanging up on the wall. So, okay, that worked out perfectly. I've got the cardboard in here. I did have to fold it a little, but like I said, I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's for a sign anyways. So, I was thinking about covering it up with fabric, and you won't even be able to tell that it's folded. I just needed like a base for this kind of a thing. Now, let's get the groceries. So, yes, fabric. I also got these 3 top hats that I figured we can use for the knee highs, for shows. They were on clearance from the Halloween stuff, and I'm getting this trim. Okay, my friends, we got everything we needed, and I'm really excited because I didn't think that you could buy as little of fabric, as I did. But it's nice to not have a bunch of extra stuff just randomly. And these really silly top hats that were only $1.50 because of all the freaking Halloween stuff that's on sale. I figure we can use these as a little razzle dazzle vibe for the knee highs tour. We have gold top hats and now we have black ones. So I'm very excited, and I know that we'll decorate those in a fun way. And then I also, besides the fabric, I got this black sequin trim that I'm going to put around the edges. I don't know if I even told you what I'm making yet. If I did, okay, then you already know, and I'll delete this part of me explaining it here, but in case you don't know, I'm making a romper to look like a stoplight, like a traffic light. I'm really excited. It's going to be for tour 2, so let's go back home. I'm thinking, because it's already like 7 p.m. that I might not get as much of like the fun crafting stuff as I wanted to do today done with you. So this video might bleed into tomorrow, and we'll just call it a day in my life, since I had kind of like that unexpected call. It was expected, but I forgot about it, and then I had to do some unexpected work after it, which took up a lot of my time. So I didn't get to all the things that I thought I was going to in this video, and we already started it, so it might just bleed into tomorrow, and we'll continue it. And you know, get to the like the meat and the potatoes of it that I wanted to today that we're not getting to. But let's go home. What's going on, Birch? Whoa! Birch. Birchie. So me, I think I'm gonna go to bed and call it an early night. Andrew's also doing that, so I'm gonna turn in and have just a little early night with him. It's not really that early, it's like 10 o'clock, but yeah, I think I'm kind of cashed today after running the errands and everything. And like I said, the plan anyways is to continue it into tomorrow since today's plans got changed around a little bit, but I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, vlog crew. I promised we'd be back today, and here we are. Let's get to it. Possibly the most exciting part of the day for these guys is opening up the catio. Should we open it? You ready to go outside? This is Birch. He's the handsome, beautiful boy of the house. Whiskey, of course, the first and eldest child. Jinxie, the almost baby but not totally baby. She's still a baby. And then Cookie's out there, who's the little tiny baby. Also, she's, I think, a runt. I think Jinx is a runt too. They're both teeny tiny. They share a mother, but they're not from the same litter. Jinx and Birch are from the same litter. Now let's see you go. Andrew put up this plastic kind of fringe thing to help keep some of the hot air in and the cold air out. They just stick their little faces through. It's so cute. While I'm having my coffee, I want to just sit down and enjoy it. And with that, I will show you the sketches that I made last night. And I was just like too tired to even speak. So I figured it would just be better if I just waited and showed you today since I was already going to be talking with you. So this is kind of like the rough sketch of the romper. But here's the thing, is I have also a black leotard that I'm contemplating putting this on. I don't know if it's going to be the romper or not yet, but I just wanted to sketch it out because I like to have sketches of like ideas of mine in my sketchbook as something to look back on. Kind of like a collection of ideas and work, and I wanted this one to be in there, whether it's like the final idea or not. And I drew this cool font that I am in love with. It's like super tall and skinny. And then I drew this kind of idea that I have for the sign for our music video that's coming up. I'll walk you through. Okay, so I have two of those giant pieces of cardboard. They're like long rectangles. And if we need more, I think I can go back to Lowe's and just ask for more of the free cardboard. I'm thinking that one of those long rectangle pieces will be wide enough, but it might be too thin. This, again, we'll see, and if it's too thin, then I'm gonna go and look for like a wider piece of cardboard. But I think what we have is a really good starting place, and just sketching it out helped me conceptualize my ideas more, as well as come up with new ideas. I'm thinking that I want to do some kind of like retro mid-century modern shape with the background piece. And I was thinking, I love this, like, I don't even know what to call it, kind of like a rounded arrow shape as the background. Could be cool, right? And if the long, thin rectangle piece doesn't work and we go get like a larger, thicker, wider piece, I'm thinking more of like a rounded triangle kind of a piece. A vintage font that I think could be cool, just playing around with ideas. I might still like shop around for fonts. This isn't necessarily a final, but I do really like it, so it definitely could be the final. I have a little bit of time before. I think Jamie and I are going to get together, not next week, but the week after? Or is it next week already? I don't know. We're getting together soon and we're gonna work on this together. So I have a little bit of time to think on it. And what I am thinking is I have a bunch of this satin fabric, this red satin fabric that now I'm not using on the stoplight dress anymore. And if it's a big enough piece, what I'm thinking is covering the entire cardboard in the satin, then punching holes in the cardboard as well as the satin, and getting these little bulb kind of like vanity mirror lights. I have them in my bathroom around my mirror, so they're coming through the sign and you can see them like that. You know what I'm saying? and the wire will just be running behind. So I'll just be punching a hole for the actual light itself and the wire will be running behind. And then I was thinking for the letters is I would cut that out of separate cardboard, paint it, and then instead of just gluing it or fixating it straight onto the sign, I would have them lifted up just a little bit with maybe like a piece of cardboard behind it. So it acts as kind of like a mini stand. So like here is the background of the sign. Here's a miniature piece of cardboard that I rolled up into like a little circle, and then I have the actual letter sitting on top. So it's lifted a little bit off of the backdrop, and underneath then I would do something similar with the vanity style lights, but I would get like LED strip lights and I would punch a hole through the fabric. My candle is speaking to me. It went out. Hang on. This is a good chance for me to use my gorgeous table lighter that Jamie got for me for my birthday last year. Like, how actually crazy is this? This had been on my gift list for forever, but it was one of those things that I just kind of was writing off as like I was never gonna get because they are a pretty penny. I'm hoping that she got it on sale, otherwise she's crazy, which she's crazy either way, but that's why I love her. This is nuts. Plus, it's got an ashtray underneath. I love it! And I use it so much. Like, look at the power. Look at the power on this. Look at that. Wait, why does my candle keep going out? Mysterious. Okay, we're giving up on the candle for right now. Back to this business. So the letters are up, and we're gonna thread an LED light through behind it. So you don't see the light like on the outside, but it is illuminating behind the letters. So there'll be like a faint glow going from behind. And I think if we get like those LED strip lights, you can get the ones that change different colors. And I think having like a light pink or a red or something colorful behind would be really cool. So I'm excited. I think that this will look really nice. I also drew this picture of us, well, our hair, at least the knee-high's hair. Okay, so let's see. I forgot that I have this satin too, which I got at the thrift store like last year, and I used it on my table scape for my birthday. That's pretty. I mean, it's definitely not big enough. I mean, if this was the sign, this would be a pretty big sign. So maybe I'll keep this. I'm not mad at the color either. It's not in like the colors that I imagined necessarily, but it could definitely fit. I mean, these are pretty big too. I think that I have enough here. I think that I have enough materials to do something with. While I'm still finishing my coffee, I'm thinking I want to just start like roughly planning out some birthday plans for myself because it is coming up and I think that I should get the invitations out soon. So I've been going back and forth on a birthday theme for this year. So that's what I'm gonna do while my coffee is still being drank. Okay, I just thought of the best idea for my birthday party. So it's going to be still like kind of Christmas themed just because it is the season and I want the decorations to be Christmas themed, but it's going to be a murder mystery party. I am currently learning how to host a murder mystery party right now. I'm having a little breakfast, just some plain Greek yogurt. I put a little bit of honey on top, some slivered almonds, and then some fresh raspberries. Okay, it's that time of the day where I'm going to get on my bike and ride, as Queen would say. YESOUL had kindly sent me this stationary bike, which I have been using about 4 times every week for like the past 2 weeks now since it's arrived. I absolutely love this. During the summertime, I love riding my bike as a form of exercise, and it's just like a fun leisurely activity for me to get outside and get some fresh air and get my body moving. Since I work from home, I a lot of times just don't leave home. There's not a lot of walking that's involved in your own home, so I'm stationary a lot of the day, and I don't want to be. I know that my body needs to move for it to feel good. So this has been so helpful since the cold has kind of crept in already, and it's just so convenient to be able to get in my living room, get like a couple miles down with this bike and not even have to leave my house. So these stationary bikes from YESOUL are supposed to be an affordable option similar to a Peloton bike. So it has a couple of features on this bike. YESOUL, like I said, they sent me this bike. This video is sponsored by them, so big thanks to them. A few features on this bike that I really like is, number one, it has this little knob here, which you can increase the incline. And it has two cup holders here, which right now I have my hand weights in, because sometimes I'll do like intervals of going hard and fast, then I'll do like a little bit of a slower thing and I'll involve my arms in the workout some way. You can also just use them for water if you'd like. Then it also has this screen on it, which I absolutely love. So on the screen here, it tells me how long I've been going, the RPMs, and then the kilometers that I've gone. And it tells me the watts that I'm powering with my pedaling. It tells me the incline percent, so right now we're at 100%. It tells you how many calories you've burned while you're going. But the really nice thing about this is you can hook it up to your phone or your iPad like I have here. And Peloton, if you download the Peloton app, they have free classes that you can take, and there's a 30-day free trial as well. My iPad's too old to download the app, so I'm just on onepeloton.com. And we're going to do one of the spin classes as my little workout for today. But you can hook it up, you could go on YouTube. There's plenty of workouts that people post that you could follow along with, or you can just hook it up and watch a show while you're pedaling away. So thanks to YESOUL, you can enjoy all the perks of a Peloton bike and the Peloton classes with a fraction of the cost of a Peloton bike. Things you want to make sure with your bike is that your seat is up at your hip bone, and you want to keep as straight of a back as possible. You don't want to be hunched over like this. You want to try and sit up as much as possible, and you don't want to move your core. As much as you can, you want to keep steady and straight here.
Start with the warm-up. We got 8 working tracks, and then we cool down.
So if you are looking to get a stationary bike of your own and have an easy access in-home workout, now is the time to do it, because they are giving you all a beautiful discount of $100 off if you use the code Crimson at checkout. I will have the link down in the description, as well as the code again, in case you need to reference that after you watch this video and go pick up your own bike. But I just wanted to say thanks again to YESOUL for sending me this gorgeous stationary bike. I've been loving it, and thank you so much for sponsoring this video. I showered, I'm fresh and clean and in my cozy little set. I also have a little trail mix snack here. I think these are sesame sticks. Love them. There's like these peanuts coated, or M&Ms, and then regular peanuts. Now I want to start on these, or this, we have to pick one, little stop sign outfit. So here's my 2 garments that I am thinking about altering for this. We have got this classic velvet romper. Nothing crazy, it's just a good basic. So do I want to give up having a fully black, nice velvet romper? Plus, I think Al has the same one, so it's good to have matching things for the knee highs. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards not doing that one, but I do like how it has more surface area. Okay, the other option is this vintage bodysuit, and the downside to this is there's less like space on here, as in real estate for the circles. And I really like wearing this as it is alone. But I always like things better after I've modified them. Like I always feel like this, where I'm like, oh, I like this piece already the way it is. And then I modify it, I'm like, I don't miss that old piece the way it was. I'm kind of thinking this, plus it already has the sequin part tied in on its own, like cuffs and around the neckline. So that would be nice, because I was going to add the black sequins that I bought around each circle too. So I feel like this is the piece that's calling for it. Like it's already primed for this kind of a thing, even though it has less space to make the light circles. So I think what I'm first gonna do is find something the size of the circles that I want. And I'm gonna use that to trace a circle on the fabric so that they're all the same size and like actually a circle, because I cannot draw a circle to save my life. Okay, the biggest thing that I think is gonna fit is this little ball, which is so small. I'm just going to trace, like I said, the fabric, cut out the circles, and then I'll start pinning it on the leotard. Okay, I have them pinned here. I think it looks pretty great actually. Like they don't look too small at all. Just right. Now I'm just gonna go in and hand stitch it all in so you all also see that in a fast motion. The leotard is finished. It took a little bit longer than I thought, but I think it looks so cute. I can't wait to wear this on tour. I have to go to band practice right now, otherwise I'd sit and chat more about it, but I think it turned out really great. I know this vlog kind of ended up being a couple of days instead of just a one-day thing, but we got more time together. We got to do more things together, and sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. But thank you so much for stopping into this video. I hope that you're having a fantastic day or night, or whatever time, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Remember to check the link down in the description, and thank you to YESOUL for sponsoring this video. I'm sending you lots of love, and I will catch you in the next one.